Did you feel like there was a little bit of an emotional letdown coming out there after the NC State game, big win in terms of emotionally and mentally? Do you think there was a little bit of a letdown to open up the game today, mentally?
No, sir. I mean, we approach every game like it's the next game. So, I mean, there's not any team bigger than the team we're playing this week.
Right.
You get in the end zone for the first time, big boy. Talk about, first of all, the play and the feeling and, your building process that you've had here this year.
Oh, yeah, it was a three-step slant. I know, we work on it every day at the beginning of practice, at the end of practice. And, so it's kind of a routine play we have. And when he called it, I wasn't really expecting to get it, but when I got it and got in the end zone, I couldn't even describe the feeling.
You've come a long way just in this season. You were lower on the depth chart. Now you've come up getting on the playing time. Just talk about your ascension here in the first 7 games of the season.
Yeah, I was kind of low on the depth chart coming out of camp, so I know I had to, practice hard to get, catch the coach's attention. So I mean, it was a grinding process in these first 6 games. I mean, I feel like it set me, kind of high, getting up to play, getting ready to play. So.
Like you gets to have the ball in hand running toward the end zone. What did you see on that play? It's one of those where obviously the ball deflects up and you kind of have to wait for it to come down. Just describe what you were seeing on that play.
My Josh Smith, he did a great job getting pressure on him. I guess it came off somebody's helmet. So I see ball, I went to go get it, try to take off, try to score.
Of course, somebody came up and tried to hack that thing out of your hands. And were you definitely down before that thing came loose?
I think I was. I tried to be effective trying to get loose, so I tried to get my knee down real fast.
Talk about generating turnovers at the defense today. Generated 4 turnovers at the defense.
Well, yeah, that was the thing this whole week, trying to get turnovers because we haven't gotten a lot, but I think we came out pretty good before.
How does that process go, generating more turnovers?
Basically doing fundamental things, routine things, staying in the scheme of the defense, and here I come.
Are they contagious at all?
I believe so. After the day.
The progression of this defense. Can you just talk about how this defense has come along in the last 3 weeks?
We progressed pretty good. We started off a little shaky and whatnot, but as we started to trust the scheme, started to do everything we need to do, staying with technique and all that stuff, we got better.
4-0 in conference right now.
Yes, sir.
2-time defending champs, but this is a young group. It's almost like a new group going after a championship, isn't it?
Right.
Just talk about that a little bit, how hungry you guys are.
Since the summer, it's all been three-peat, trying to do it again. We had great coaches, they keep us prepared, over-prepared every game, so we just do what we got to do out there, play fast.
Another conference win for you today.
Oh, this is a huge win for us. Marshall's there, great team. They're well coached. They have a lot of talent. I told them out there, I was like, you guys are much better than your record. And it's just a big win for us. And we got Central Florida next week, and that's an even bigger game because it's the next one.
Could you feel the starch coming out of them a little bit as the game went on because they seemed pretty strong to begin with?
Absolutely, yeah. But I think they played hard the whole game. When the backup quarterback come in, I'm not sure what his name is, number 8. He came in, and he was scooting all over the place. And he's a pretty good talent, and they'll have a good future in their future.
Dustin DeLue's 28 seniors, and then Limble Joe's 29 guys from last year's team. Completely new coaching staff, completely new system, almost a 180 from what you guys were doing on both sides of the ball. You got to be a little bit surprised that you're sitting here 5-2.
Yeah, well, everyone has doubts. When a coaching staff leaves, are we going to pick up the system? Are guys going to flow with these coaches? Are they players' coaches? Because the last group of staff that Coach Holtz had, they were all players' coaches. Everyone bonded well. And then Coach McNeil brings in his staff, and at first, everyone's going to be a little shaky, but now we're clicking. At first, it started with a puzzle in a box, and now we're piecing it together. And each week, and it's just climbing and climbing. And we have great relationships, player-coach relationships, and so far it's going well. And we're a little surprised, but not really. Deep down in our head, each player that's out there knows what him or her, or what he can do, and that's just how it goes.
React to how the guys played around you first. You struggled to get out of the gate a little bit the last 2 games, but not so today. What was the difference today?
They played excited, man. Developing as a team. Most important thing, developing as a team, and it's all starting to come together for us. They're excited. I'm out there excited. The O-line doing an excellent job blocking. I'm doing an excellent job running the ball. Me and Giovanni, and everything looking good right now.
It's got to seem like old times in a way that they're relying on the running game to win these games. is that pretty gratifying at midpoint of the season that they needed you guys, especially you today, to win this thing?
Yes, sir. That's an important factor on this team running the ball. You know, it really shows out there. When we need to run the ball, that's what we go to, and it's really showing.
4 wins in Conference USA now. How excited are you to take this thing to Orlando next week?
Stay humble, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep practicing, and go out there and keep trying to keep going for this ring.
There's obviously a lot of give and take has to happen between you and Giovanni Ruffin to share this thing and to block for each other. How important is that, your guys' relationship, you know, both on and off the field?
It's important, our chemistry, man. Togetherness is a real friendship. When it's time for me to block for him, I'm going for it. When it's time to block for me, he blocked for me. There's no selfishness in it. All unselfish play. And it really shows out there.